first half's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Splitbacks here. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Back to the ground with the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back. Getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He's looking to throw. Got it. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. The Red Hawks will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready.
On the move, it's Isaac. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short.
Over. Move.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's 3rd down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Q. Go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Could be an alley. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And the old school toss play, huh? Little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Here's a heat. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense has it, they're on the move. Breaks into the open. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Just ran him over.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the money down is so important, man. Third down, coaches talk about it all the time, and they talk about being aggressive. They talk about being physical at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by this offense. Listen, you got the fumble. You got the turnover. Set up in a good position to score. You really want to go out and take advantage of it.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Ready, go!
Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexis. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
To the air, it's Van Buren. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
Ready. Go, go.
He's looking downfield to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd, fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Ready, ready. Flag 14. Flag 14.
Motion from the back.
Go, go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Third and 11. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Florida. Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, that goes from I'm going to go make a play for my team, run this thing back, make something happen, to dang it, I put it on the ground, and they got it, and they have great field position.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, USF!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Redhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lobs it off the back foot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
On third down, he drops to throw. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Redhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Slips one guy, and now oh my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bulls will hustle to the line. Back to pass on second down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
This really has been a tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
That's a great job by the coverage unit on special teams, flying down the field, not just getting to the ball carrier, but knocking the ball free and creating a massive takeaway. You could argue that's easily one of the biggest plays of this game.
And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. Trying the run, it's Isaac. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Here's the pressure. Buried before he could blink.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shakes off the defender. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the number 21 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Red Wolves, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The run inside. It's Isaac. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
They punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Redhawks want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Redhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up. 1-yard line. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously...
Makes the grab in their space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Running inside, it's Isaac. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Well, guys, these turnovers continue to dictate what's happening in this ballgame. The quarterback has been under duress, and he is starting to show this wear and tear. The defense is feeding off of this, though. They see he's banged up, and they are going to keep coming after him. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Isaac. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reynolds. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Red Hawks headed quickly to the line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They feed him again. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Gets the back moving. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They kick it away on fourth down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Offense returns to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Run in the red zone. It's Isaac. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown Bulls! And the route is on.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
He'll start the return, and the ball is loose on the return. Scooped up by the kicking team. Takes it in. Touchdown Bulls.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
No waste of time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Set to advance on the ball.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Reynolds. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Off play action on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Creates a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Trying play action. Rushes on him. Oh, and the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. He'll field the punt and take it back.